muted. Are we up and going? Can you hear me? Are we good? Sorry, I'm like trying to figure out everything. Check my phone. Let's make sure we're up and going. Do I sound weird? Do I have audio? That's what I'm most worried about. Oh, I can hear myself on the phone. All right. That's okay. You didn't read the book. I'm glad you're here to chat because, all right. I'm seeing the comments. Okay. So I read this on our way down to Florida and I've like, sorry. I've like forgotten half of everything. Oh, look, you're not asleep yet, love. Surprised you actually hear. All right, you all can hear me. Also, obligatory 3 drinks. Okay. I've like forgotten a majority of the plot today for the book because we read it on the car ride. So let's see. How was everybody's week? I'm going to give it a couple minutes to see if anybody else comes in before we start talking. Anybody do anything fun this week? Yeah. We didn't have anything like actually tragic happen this week. So that's always a win. I haven't done anything really fun either, other than me like editing every single day a vlog, but I wouldn't necessarily call that fun. You read it last year and remember nothing, but you loved it. That is like the meme you sent me. That's like super, like the shape in the shape, made the shape, press shape thing, that meme. That's exactly how we're going to talk about this book. Because that's about the vocabulary that I have right now. Oh my gosh, it's so weird to have like the noise canceling headphones on while I'm talking, but we'll get used to it. So, nothing fun. Last week of school here. Yeah. I don't even know when our last week of public school is for obvious reasons. Let me try, like, I would read the synopsis for this, but that seems boring. Yeah, it's just a vibe. Exactly. No names, no nothing. This is a vibe. Sorry, ring light. It's just a good vibe. 5 out of 5 for vibes. Also, if you missed it, we did pick June's book. Well, I picked June's book. This is what we're going to read next month. So if you guys haven't picked it up or didn't check the Discord, we're going to read Fantastic Land, which looked really good. I'm really excited, but I'm not going to read it like now. I'll read it at the end of the month so I can actually remember what's going on. Oh, I should have put the Discord link in the information. I wonder if I'll just drop that right now. Okay. Let me just open this and drop the Discord for anybody who's tuning in that's not in the Discord, because that probably would have been important. I should have put that in the description. But here we are. I like 100% set this up. Create link, copy. All right, paste. All right, I'm dropping the Discord link for anybody who's not in the Discord. So that's the Ghouls Who Read Discord that I just put in there. Sorry, I'm going to bop around. It's very boppy. So how do I describe like a synopsis without reading it? We've got Montserrat and Tristan. Montserrat is like the super cool indie, loves horror, classic horror films, old school Hollywood, really good at editing, but isn't one of the boys. So she's always just like the odd one out in a very sexist environment. And Tristan is, well, I will refer to as a washed up soap opera star. And it's basically their dynamics of trying to navigate life in a situation that they aren't comfortable with. And Tristan ends up moving into an apartment with one of the, what's his name? He was a director, like the old Hollywood style film director. And he created this weird occult style video, like film, not video, it's a film shot on silver nitrate, hence the title, because silver nitrate had the magical properties. And basically he wants Montserrat and Tristan to finish the film that was never finished because he believes he's cursed because it was never finished. I think that sums it up pretty well. Lev, you listened to part of it with me. Does that seem on point, babe? We on point here? I think so. I don't know. You see where this is going? Yeah, it's Nazi occultism and weird cult, actual cult, not just occultism. Now you see where it's going. Old school Mexican horror film industry, cults, classic cults, film director rituals. People kind of suck. Yeah, that's the vibe. That's the setting. Also, smoking in cafes because it's the 90s. Lots of smoking. You're 100% right. You're always looking for a romance and everything, aren't you? You should finish the book. I told you to finish it. Get on Audible and finish it, babe. But so basically the story is them diving deeper into the cult and the magic of it, finishing the film and what kind of follows suit with all of that. Trying to remember. This is what I get for Liz. This is your fault, Lev, for letting me pick this on the car ride up from Florida. Okay. I think, and there's a lot of like magical realism in it also, but having a lot of history of like Mexican horror films and like films in general. There's a moth in front of me. Lev's gonna know that I'm tweaking out because there's a moth. But yeah, so like old Hollywood, but in Mexico City. I believe Mexico City. It's not gonna say. I don't remember exactly where, but I loved it. I actually gave it 5 out of 5. Okay. I don't know what anybody else. What did anybody else who read it? What did you guys rate it? Oh yeah, don't meet your heroes vibes, definitely. But yeah, I gave it 5 out of 5 because it's a huge vibe, and I really love the history aspect of the film industry. This is sweat. Oh my gosh. My ring light making me sweat. Yeah, because I really love that old style cinematography and all of those aspects of things. If you guys didn't know that. Yeah. I think that like honestly covers like what the book was about. I really liked it. It was a vibe. It was definitely super atmospheric. I didn't feel that it was super scary. because I liked there was like I felt like a lot of isolation where like these ghosts and apparitions were coming out because of the spell, the spell that they were casting. 4.5 out of 5. But I really like the isolation adds to the horror and it like just makes you feel vulnerable, which is one of the aspects I love in like horror literature is vulnerability. And the magical realism was just really cool to add into it. I feel like I really like magical realism as a genre. Not Hollywood, but yeah, not Hollywood. Yeah, it's Mexican film. I'm not super verse and um I love isolation and horror. Yes. Isolation and horror with monster making it dark romance, if you will. But yeah, it just I felt like I could see why people wouldn't like it. I didn't even look. I just really liked this because it was so atmospheric. How many times do I say atmospheric? Hi. Um, I definitely want to pick up some of her other books. Like I really want to read, I think it's Daughter of Dr. Monroe. Looked really good. Oh, train of thought just gone. We're gone. It's not a top, but thank you. This is actually a dress I made out of a bed sheet. It's a baby doll dress. Sorry if this crinkles. I've not read any of her other works, but they've definitely moved up on my list. I haven't read Mexican Gothic yet because I'm not a huge fan of reading things that are super hyped. Currently, me finishing A Good Girl's Guide to Murder this morning, and the like plethora of voice memos that I sent to Dallas. How many other books has she written? I only know Mexican Gothic and The Daughter of Dr. Monroe. Does she have other books? I mean, I guess I could look on Goodreads. Double checking. But oh my gosh, now I have to like go back my Goodreads. I read way too many books this month. Gods of Jade and Shadow. I don't know that one. Velvet Was the Night. Oh, she does have quite a few books. Wow. Okay. Definitely will be adding quite a few of these to my TBR. Oh, Certain Dark Things has been on my TBR for a while. I didn't realize it was. Shows you how much I pay attention to things. The one about vampires in a sci-fi like world. What is that? What is the name of that? I need that. Which one is that? So I can purposely mark it down. Do we know? Also, I think the chat on StreamYard is a little bit delayed. So sorry if I'm like backwards or like delayed. You can't You're just going to send me my own money, Lev. And I owe you on a book tomorrow. I'll take up my word, or I'll take your word for that. Just like you promised me to get me that notebook that I had to go and get myself because you didn't pick it up. All of chat, all of YouTube now knows you owe me something. What was to the people that have read this, sorry, you guys can't, I'm like leaning forward. I have to like, my chair is crooked. Let's move it so I can actually like lean back. It's been 84 years, Lev. 84 years. Certain dark things. Oh, okay. So the one that I do have on my TBR is the possible vampire sci-fi one. Excellent. But what was everybody's favorite part, if we can remember? Or are we just saying the whole vibe? Because I've got nothing. I just love the vibe of this. Like, I love film. I loved studying and doing film photography, not necessarily film videography, but I love film in general. There's something so magical and uncertain about it. And I feel like that was kind of a vibe and a theme all in itself in this, because magical properties and the unknown, and you kind of just got to trust yourself with it and channel in all of the things. Vibes. The vibes were vibing in the vibey kind of vibe way. Sorry, I'm gonna like fidget with all of the things over here. The silver making film sparkle and more rich. Yes. I like that too. If I like, you're like unlocking the memories. Oh my gosh. I like just like there was so like, here's the thing. I feel like I really liked this because the setting was different for me and had this, and since it was Mexican film and like the Mexican film industry versus old Hollywood, which I keep saying, or like just in LA or like the Hollywood setting, I probably wouldn't have liked it as much. I feel like having, you know, those kind of SS occult vibes in LA is just, I feel like it would have just been average, but this just feels like the vibe. Sparkles. Yeah, yeah. But like I feel like it kind of like it makes me want to watch that season of Penny Dreadful, the one that wasn't the Victorian one that came out afterwards that I never finished watching. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I can't even remember anything about it. But I know it was also kind of a vibe, but it wasn't as popular. You know? I'm like waiting to read chat. I wonder if it pops up faster on my phone if I open you guys up on here. I don't think it opens up any faster. But I don't really know what else to say about this book when I'm sitting here by myself. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I can hear my volume on my phone. I'm just checking to make sure nothing is wrong with it. Just double checking the stream, I guess. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm seeing little hearts now. I don't see those on StreamYard on like the app here that I'm using on the computer. I only see them in the chat on YouTube. You guys are awesome. So I think we're good. Overall, it's a vibe. 5 out of 5 vibe. I don't have any dislikes for it. Like, I can't think of any dislikes. You stopped Penny Dreadful early on because of spiders. I don't remember spiders. But now I feel like I need to like actually rewatch it because I was like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. But I will show off again. This is what we're gonna read for June. For book club, Fantastic Land. This one looks good. I mean, when I read the synopsis and it said something something Lord of the Flies, I was like, take my order. One click buy. But I actually picked this up at Barnes & Noble, not on Amazon. So it wasn't one click buy. It was, Lev, I need that book. And 10 others in the basket. Hi. Katie, how far did you get in the book? Because basically all I remember is 5 out of 5. It's a vibe. I haven't been able to spoil it because I can't remember it. So, but again, I'm gonna read this like later in the month, so I don't pull this again for you guys. How was solo bedtime? Yes, by Mike Bockoven. I don't know how else to say it. I just think of Beat Oven in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, but Bockoven. Yeah, this is since the 70s. Fantastic Land has been the theme park where fun is guaranteed. But when a hurricane ravages the Florida coast and isolates the park, the employees find it anything but fun. 5 weeks later, the authorities who rescue the survivors encounter a scene of horrors. Photos soon emerge online of heads on spikes outside of the rides and viscera and human bones littering the gift shops, breaking records for hits, views, likes, clicks, and shares. How could a group of survivors, mostly teenagers, commit such a terrible act? Oh no, I really hope this isn't teenage drama. I can't take any more teenage drama after reading A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Spoiler, because I'm going to do a whole review on A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I gave it 1 star, even though there's literally over 1 million ratings on Goodreads. It's a 1 star for me. They're in the tub. I put them upstairs with mine are upstairs with watching Gumball with a bag of tortilla chips that I will be vacuuming up till the end of time. Wait, something just popped up. Presented as a fast-finding investigation in a series of first-person interviews, Fantastic Land pieces together the grisly series of events. Cutting off from the world and left on their own, the teenagers soon form rival tribes who viciously compete for food, medicine, social dominance, and even human flesh. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. I don't have like that meme saved on my little StreamYard thing, so I can't put it up for you guys, but you get it. And if you don't get it, then I don't know. 5 of your libraries have it. It was like 5 to 16 weeks. Oh, wow. I honestly didn't think it was popular, and now I'm feeling like maybe it's popular. Okay. Human flesh. Back to reading. This new social network divides the ravaged dreamland into territories ruled by the pirates, the shop girls, the freaks, and the mole people. If meticulously curated online personas can replace private identities, what takes over when those constructs are lost? Fantastic Land is a modern take on Lord of the Flies meets Battle Royale that probes the consequences of social civilization built online. All right, now that I've finished that, I can derail myself even longer. But I don't know if this is popular right now. I'm going to assume it is if it's 5 to 16 weeks. I didn't even look if I could get it at my library because my library is tiny and they never have anything. And I'm scared to like order anything. Don't mind me just talking up a storm by myself, having to drink my drink. I can actually, we'll just turn this off for a second. That way you don't have to hear me sip. I can turn it off. I forgot that my headphones have the little mute mic button on it. Anybody read anything not book club related that is worth it? Because I think I might put up the July poll just so, in case like we have another situation like this where it's 5 to 16 weeks. Oh no, I'm sorry, Lord of the Flies stuff freaks you out. It's my favorite. It's like one of my favorite things. It's better than cults for me. But I don't blame you. Like from like a sociology standpoint, like nature versus nurture and like what is it called? The Zimbardo experiment. Have you guys ever heard of the Zimbardo experiment? It's something that I studied in one of my sociology classes. You're reading Ghost Ship right now. So like I'm waiting to see, has anybody heard of the Zimbardo? Have you guys heard of it? I can't remember when it took place. But basically it was a study where people volunteered. They weren't really told what the study was about. And so they were going to get paid and they were going to be kept in this kind of containment. There's a movie adaptation of it. It's the one where they gave half the roles to prisoners and half the roles to prison guards. And basically the actual experiment had to end because of the brutality that the people who were told they could be prison guards and like test that power became so brutal in that position that it was no longer safe for the other volunteers. Couldn't think of the word there. So it's just like, it's really crazy. Like there was no consequences. So they just got to play out the rules. Like severe role playing. Proof that humans freaking suck. Yeah, pretty much. If you're put in a role of power, they're gonna, if you're put in a role of power, odds are you're gonna abuse it for some reason. Or like in that level of like no consequences, you can do whatever you want and hurt them. It's so weird. And I think it was like a really long, like I want to say it was an extended period of time too. I want to say it was like maybe a month. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've actually thought about the details. And I'm trying to think. There is a movie about it too. I can't remember what the movie is, but it's like it's not nearly as good. I didn't love it. I didn't love it. Book is better, but there's no book. It's one of those sort of things. Yeah. Power corrupt. Yeah. It's such a weird, like, again, that's just like why I love the whole like Lord of the Flies aspect of things when you're left to like with no social norms, what happens. So this could be a vibe. Or it could just end up with us all just being like, oh. Who knows? But I wish I had more to say about Silver Nitrate. Like, I really loved the way that I'm going back to Silver Nitrate. We're going back just for a couple minutes to rediscuss it. Well, what am I getting notifications for? It's vibrating. Like, I really love Montserrat's like care for Tristan, but like it's not like I just love their dynamics. It was enjoyable to read. Like, you know how sometimes when there's like a forced romance between your characters, it's just not fun to read, especially in like like atmospheric horror. Like, I'm sorry, but if I'm not signing up for dark romance, I don't want a romance in my horror. Ryden is yelling, and I can hear him through the headphones. I don't know what he's doing. But trying to think more about like in detail of the book. But I really can't. There's like nothing. It's just like an abstract in itself. Just like totally just abstract 5 out of 5 vibes. Making sure that I'm caught up with this live and it's still working. I don't really have anything more to say about the book, which is not really fun for me. I think I read 13 books this month. I don't know. I told Dallas exactly how many. That's why I have a problem. Yeah. I don't know why horror tries to always jam it in. It's just, they just want to jam it in with force, if you know what I mean. Having a B-plot romance. I don't know. I still can't do fantasy that much. Like, I don't know what it is about fantasy. It just doesn't tickle me the way I want. Maybe I'm just too happy. Maybe I just have too much Disney magic in my life that I don't need more fantasy to it. But let's see. Pull open the Discord. I don't think any of you guys said anything in the Discord. Erica, are you in here? Because you said it was vibes and you wanted to discuss this. Are you in here? It's everything plus blood. That is a great way to put it. It just really is. It's the superior. My throat is itchy and I don't want to cough in the mic. I don't think you're in here, Erica. You were very excited. You're going to watch it on repeat. Yeah, it does. Like, romance and horror just feels crammed in. Pretty much. I feel like it's like, I'm trying to think. It's called. Yes, I like, this is why I like reading. Just, it really can have everything, but like as far as like romance goes, it's not what I'm looking in it. But if it's like thrown in, like I feel like Silver Nitrate really, like, you really feel like the characters are developing very well together and they have this whole story and a chemistry that kind of like, you really want something out of them. You want them to heal, and I feel like they heal well on this journey. Am I right? Like, did they heal? I know Tristan healed. I felt so bad for Tristan with the whole like car crash and like the shame and like the cancel culture that he has. Like I really felt for him in those situations, and every time it would come up. And that I loved that it like he's haunted by, what's her face? The dead girlfriend. Like literally mentally, and then it like manifests into it. It's right and yelling again. He was at F. He totally was an F-boy. That's so funny. I wasn't even thinking it of that way, and I'm not now I'm not gonna be able to he was. I agree. Tristan was an F-boy. Oh my gosh. Oh. He really was, like, spoiled in so many ways, so many red flags, and just entitled. But I did feel bad about being haunted by, all the drug use and, like, dead girlfriend who was actually not that nice and, like, that whole thing, but not anything else. Oh, man. I'm gonna keep laughing about that. I'm gonna mute this so I can clear my throat real quick. I'm sorry. It's just so dry. Oh, when he had to light the candles. Yes, I forgot about the candles. And the whole thing about don't light red candles. Okay, so we're playing Ad Infinitum on our PlayStation right now, and there's this whole seance scene where they purposely light the red candles because they want to basically attract that bad spirit. They felt valid to domesticity. I can't read it, but I'm laughing at it. But like, there was this whole scene in the game we're playing. Lev and I are playing. The royal we. About yeah, they're doing a seance in that game, and they freak out about the red candles. Never use red candles. So when that whole scene um popped up, I was cackling about the never use red candles. I think we got any other points? Because I think we're probably gonna end pretty soon, Katie, because I've run out of points because we're running on vibes for this review. But thanks for popping in. I hope you finish the book because I give it 5 out of 5. It's just freaking Instagram notifications, nothing that I need to be looking at. Mm-mm. Okay. Last call for points. Oh, wait, I can use the banners thing. Favorite. There we go. Yay. Over there. It's backwards. If I point on the screen to where it is, it's like the opposite side. You were waiting for it to blow up. Honestly, I was too. I really thought it was gonna like have a whole like it's gonna blow up scene. Like I wanted it to blow up the boss's like establishment. Or like I wanted what's his face? The guy who was like taking Montserrat's job, who was a total douche. I wanted him to get hurt. Did he get hurt? I just wanted him to get hurt. He deserved it. Spent enough time talking about it. Mario. Yeah. For real. I got so mad about just like the blatant like they were just asses. There's no other way to say it. They were just assholes. Just like they don't deserve that. She doesn't deserve that. She was better than that. But yeah, I just wanted that whole building to blow up. And then like with her good luck or whatever, or like with the good luck, I wanted her to get the better position, but she never did. And that just doesn't feel like it fulfilled anything. Oh, what's the storytelling theory called? I don't remember. I don't know. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, if it's mentioned in Act 1, it better go off in Act 3. I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember what that's called. But yeah, it definitely was not mentioned in Act 3. I wanted an explosion. I wanted my big cinematic action film explosion. Yeah, exactly. I feel like Montserrat really needed more attention she deserved. Like for her career and her skills, which just I mean, so I guess she kind of gets that by being so powerful, but like that doesn't fill the spot that I wanted it to at all. I wanted her to like post magic world still have like a good reward. I'm trying to remember about like the immortality. Like the character with the immortality, like I was like, what is that final battle? Like I was like, it was too much of a vibe for me to remember it. It was a vibe, too much of a vibe for the boss battle at the end. You know what I like? Oof. I kind of predicted that was going to happen. That the niece was actually what's her face from the original film. I predicted that one. That one was a little predictable. Hashtag spoiler. Oops. Yeah. All right. I am fizzling out of points. All right. Let's turn this banner off. Whoop, turn that off. What'd you guys say? The ending details. Boss battle versus Smooth Brain. Smooth Brain wins. Smooth Brain is the final boss. Plot twist. Aurora just ran by. But all right, I'm going to end this before I completely fizzle out. I want to say thank you for you guys who joined and participated. I'll probably
Can I have this?
Go away. But yes, I'm finishing this. Give me 5 minutes. No. Fine, go get Ryan one.
Yay! I'm going to get Ryan said the Dr. Mean was Mountain Dew.
Okay. See, my kids need me. I've reached the mom limit of the night. So all right. Thanks. I'm gonna go. I think I've got a ending thing here somewhere. Did we not we have a starting, Aurora? All right, I didn't do an ending stream. So we're just gonna end this. All right. I'll see you guys next month. And if you didn't make this, you can comment down below, or you're watching this on the repeat, or you can join the Discord, which I will pin in a comment on this video. So bye guys. Let's end this. Let's hope this ends.